Students, in this video I am going to teach you the first chapter of this week. The name of the chapter is Rural Local Self-Government. First of all, I am going to define the meaning of the chapter name. The rural means the area which comes under the villages. And the local self-government, what type of government is found in the rural area. In this chapter, we will discuss about the local self-government which is found in the villages. Indian Constitution is a book of laws. According to these laws, our government perform its duties. So the Constitution is a book of law originally provided for a two-tier system of government. In the Constitution, it is written that in India there will be a two-tier system government, means union government and state government. Union government will be in the center and state government will be in the states. But a vast country like India cannot be run only through these two tiers, because India is very vast and the villages are also there in India, cities are also there in India. So it is very difficult for the central and the state government to run the administration of India. So that's why in 1950s, near about 1957, there was the Balwant Rai Mehta committee, and this committee recommended the decentralization of power. What is the meaning of decentralization? Decentralization means when the power is taken from the central government, from the central and state government, and given to the local government. Okay, the meaning of the decentralization, that is also given here in the new words. Decentralization means when the power is taken away from the central and state government and given to the local government. Okay, local governments like panchayats, municipalities. Okay, these are the local governments. When the power is taken from the central and state governments and given to the local government, that is known as a decentralization. So the Balwant Rai Mehta committee in 1957 recommended the decentralization to run the administration of the local government, local areas. Then it provided the local governments like Panchayati Raj, municipalities, Nagar Panchayats. Okay, so in 1957, the decentralization was found when the powers taken from central government and given to the local governments. When the power, that is the meaning of the decentralization, underline this, when the power is taken away from the central and state governments and given to the local government, it is called the decentralization. Why that decentralization was found in India? The basic idea behind decentralization is that there are a large number of problems. In the local area, there were the large number of problems and the issues, and which can be settled only by the local people. Like we are living in the village, only the people of the village knows that what are the problems in the village, and only they can settle the problems with the best way. So that's why decentralization was found, according to which the power was given to the local government. So that's why the local government can solve their problems themselves. They also have better ideas on where to spend money. Only the local governments know that what are the problems of their areas and how they had to spend their money to solve these problems. So because of these problems, the constitution makers who make the constitution, they recommended the system of Panchayati Raj in India to run the local administration. The constitution makers recommended the decentralization of power, and through which the Panchayati Raj was set up in the local areas. Hanji, clear what is the meaning of decentralization and why the Panchayati Raj was set up? Panchayati Raj was set up at the local level to solve the problems of the local area by the people, elected people by themselves. What is the Panchayati Raj? Underline first line. Panchayati Raj is a form of local government. Panchayati Raj is a form of local government in the rural areas. The Panchayati Raj is found in the rural area, means in the villages. The local administration at the village level is looked after through three-tier system. In the center, there was two-tier system, central government and state government. But at the local level, the three-tier system was found to run the administration of local areas, local rural areas. The three tiers were found. The panchayats are found in the villages. Block Smitis are found in the block or tehsil level, and the Jila Parishad that is found at the district level. So to run the administration of the local areas of the villages, three types of the three tier government is found, that is known as the Panchayats, Block Samiti and Jila Parishad. And these three tiers, when these three tiers put together, they known as a Panchayati Raj. So Panchayati Raj is a local government which is found in the village areas. The term rural, that is refer to the villages, and urban refer to the town, cities. Next is the three tier system. What is the three tier system? Panchayats, Block Samiti and Jila Parishad. Okay, what is the work of the village panchayat and what is the work of the Block Samiti and what is the work of the Jila Parishad? We are going to discuss here. Under the Panchayati Raj, the village panchayats are the basic units. We have noted that the work of the village panchayat is limited to a village only. The work of the village panchayats do work for the welfare of the village. So the village panchayats do work only for the village, or its panchayat cannot undertake. For this, it has to depend upon other nearby villages. There are certain functions which cannot be performed by only the village. There are the certain functions, many functions are there which cannot be performed by the village panchayat itself. So it has to depend on other villages. It has to depend on Block Samiti. But type of works it performed with the help of the other village panchayats and with the help of the Block Samiti. Like you can see here example, village panchayats may be able to run primary school. You can see that in each village there is a primary school, but senior secondary school is not there in each village. So when the all villages come together, they establish the senior secondary schools with the help of Block Samitis. So there are many works to perform these work. The village panchayats has to depend on other villages and on the Block Samiti. Like if the village panchayat wanted to set up any bigger function, then it had to spend on the Jila Parishad. For this, a number of villages shall have to join hands. So for bigger common problems or projects, several neighboring villages are grouped together to form the Block Samiti. And what is a Block Samiti? When the villages put together, they form the Block Samiti. Okay, so Block Samiti is a group of villages. The Block Samiti is the second tier, and it is the second tier of the Panchayati Raj system. The Panchayati Raj system has three tiers. First is village panchayat, second is Block Samiti, and third is Jila Parishad. Block Samiti is the second tier of the Panchayati Raj system, and the Block Samitis looks after the common needs and the problems of the villages in a block or tehsil. And what is the work of the Block Samiti? It solves the problems of the villages. And the block may have several villages. In the block, there are the several villages under a one block. Okay. And villages under it, but no Block Samiti will be sufficient enough to look after the bigger needs of the people life. Like if there is a bigger need of the people of the villages and the blocks, then the Block Samiti cannot solve that bigger problem itself. Then it had to spend on Jila Parishad. Like if the Block Samiti there is a need of the college or big hospitals, then Block Samiti cannot itself set up that college or hospital. Then Block Samiti had to depend on the Jila Parishad. Okay, so to perform the bigger problems and the bigger needs, to fulfill the bigger needs of the people, the Block Samiti depends on the Jila Parishad. Like to set up the science parks, okay, to set up the hospitals, to set up the colleges. For that, the Block Samiti depends on the Jila Parishad. So Jila Parishad is the third tier of the Panchayati Raj. The Panchayati Raj has three tiers. First on the top, Jila Parishad, and then Panchayat Samiti or Block Samiti, and then at the bottom, Panchayati Raj system, that is found in the villages, and Block Samiti found at the block level, and Jila Parishad is found at the district level. So the Jila Parishad is the third tier of the Panchayati Raj system. The Jila Parishad or the district council is the third tier in the three-tier system of the Panchayati Raj. All the three institutions, namely the Panchayat, and these three institutions called the Panchayati Raj. Hanji, clear what is the Panchayati Raj? Panchayati Raj is found at the village level, at the rural local level, and it has three tiers: Zilla Parishad, Block Samiti, and the Panchayat. Now next is why the Panchayati Raj is important. What is the significance of the Panchayati Raj? Why it is important? First is it has brought about general and political awareness among the rural masses. It's first, why it is important? Because it bring awareness among the people of the village. Because whenever the elections are there of Panchayati Raj, the people go to elect their members, they go to give their vote, and by giving their vote they elect their members. So it helps to brought the awareness among the people of the village, and it has helped to establish the democracy. It also helps to establish the democracy at the grassroots level, means at the village level, because in the democracy the democracy means the people of the people, the government of the people, by the people, or for the people. Okay, and in the village level the people elect their members themselves. So it also helped to establish the democracy at the grassroots level, and it also brought the people closer to each other, and it helps the people to take their decisions themselves and improving their condition, because whenever the Panchayati Raj system is there in the villages, it do work for the welfare of the people. Next is, what is a Panchayat? Underline this. Panchayat is a committee of 5 elderly and responsible persons of the village. What is the meaning of Panchayat? Panchayat is a committee of 5 elderly members like Sarpanch and 5 Panchs. When it was so in ancient India, when in the past time, in the ancient time, the Panchs were believed that, it was believed that the god himself found in the 5 Panchs. They worship the 5 Panchs as the god, and they follow the decisions of these Panchs. And the organization of Panchayat may differ slightly from the state to state. The Panchayats is different from state to state, but their functions are almostly same. And how the Panchayati Raj system was set up in India? It was set up through the 73rd Amendment. Amendment means change was found in the Indian Constitution through the 73 Amendment that was found in 1992. In 1992, the change was found in the Indian Constitution, and through this change, through this amendment, the Panchayati Raj was set up in India. Before 1992, there was no Panchayati Raj in India, but in the 1992, there was the amendment in the Indian Constitution. According to this amendment, the Panchayati Raj system was set up in India. So clear? The Panchayati Raj system was not there in India before 1992. But in 1992, there was the amendment in the Indian Constitution, and through this amendment, the Panchayati Raj system was set up in India. At that time, the decentralization of power was found in India. Next is organization. The organization of village Panchayat. What is the meaning of Panchayat? Panchayat is the committee of 5 elderly members, and it has 3 wings: Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, and Nyay Panchayat. The Panchayat has 3 wings: Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, and Nyay Panchayat. What is the Gram Sabha? Every village has Gram Sabha, and every adult male who's 18 years age is a member of the Gram Sabha. Okay, the Gram Sabha, in the Gram Sabha, every adult male and female who is 18 years age is a member of the Gram Sabha. So the size of the Gram Sabha depends on the population of the village. What is the work of the Gram Sabha? It passes the annual budget and discusses the major problems of the village. So in each village, 3 wings of the Panchayat are found: Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat, and Nyay Panchayat. Gram Panchayat, the adult members of the village. And what is the work of the Gram Sabha? to pass annual budget and to solve the major problem of the village. Now Gram Panchayat, the members of the Gram Sabha elects the members of the Gram Panchayat. Okay, the Gram Sabha, the members of the Gram Sabha, they give vote. The persons who having the 18 years, the person who are 18 years old, they give votes to elect the members of the Gram Panchayat. Their number may be from 7 to 30. The number of the Gram Panchayat depends on the population of the village. If the population is large, then the number will be large. If the population is small, then number will be small. Next is Sarpanch. Who is the Sarpanch? He is the head of the Panchayat. Head of the Panchayat, underline this. Who is the Sarpanch? Head of the Panchayat is called Sarpanch. And in each state, the Sarpanch had its different name. And in UP, the Sarpanch is known as a Sarpanch, but in Bihar, it is known as a Mukhia. So it is his duty to call. What is the work of the Sarpanch? To call the meeting of the Panchayat and Gram Sabha and preside these meetings. Okay, he conducts the meetings of the Gram Panchayat of and Gram Sabha of the village. Next is Panchayat Secretary. Who is Panchayat Secretary? He is a paid officer, and he is, what is his work? His work is to maintain the records and register of the work done by the Panchayat, and he also prepared its accounts, and he is appointed by the DC, means District Magistrate. That is important. Who is a Panchayat Secretary? He is a paid officer. He got a salary. And what is his work? His work is to record the registers of the work done by the Panchayat, and he is appointed by the District Magistrate, means by the DC. And duration. What is the duration? What is the time of the Panchayat? Panchayat is elected for 5 years. After every 5 years, there are the elections to elect the next Panchayat. So the Panchayat is elected for 5 years. But it can be dissolved before the 5 years. If the Panchayat is not doing the work properly, then it can be dissolved before 5 years. And within the 6 months, the next Panchayat is elected. Clear? What is the duration of the Panchayat? 5 years. But it can be dissolved before 5 years if it is not working properly. Next is the functions of the village Panchayat. What is the work of the village Panchayat? The work of the village Panchayat is divided into two. Essential work which is compulsory for the government to perform, and optional work which is not compulsory for the government to perform. Now first of all I am going to define the essential or compulsory functions. First is construction of the roads, planting trees, construction and repair of the village wells and tanks, provision of lights on roads and streets, provide clean drinking water, sanitation, public health, maintenance of public places, cleanliness of public places. Okay, these are the compulsory functions of the village Panchayat, like collection of rents. It is also compulsory for the village Panchayat to collect the rents from the people of the village, and keeping the record of the death and birth, maintenance of burial and cremation ground where the dead bodies are cremated and buried. These are also maintained by the village Panchayat, and removal of the encroachments on the roads and to clean the roads and streets, and to supply fertilizer and the seeds to the farmers. The farmers are there in the villages, and it is the duty of the village Panchayat to provide them seeds and the fertilizer to increase the productivity of the land. And agriculture facilities, irrigation facilities, grazing grounds where the cattle can graze, and supervision of the primary schools, welfare of the workers. And in each village there is a patwari and the chokidar. Okay, that is the work of the village Panchayat. That is a compulsory mandatory work of the village Panchayat. Next is optional. That is not compulsory for the government to perform, like management of the hospital for the cattle, management of the village market. It is not compulsory for the government to set up the market in the each village. It depends on the government. Akhadas, village sports, opening and maintaining reading room, library. It is not compulsory for the government to set up a library in each village, and holding village fairs, hospitals, setting up drinking water huts, okay, water tanks. It is not compulsory. These are the optional functions of the village Panchayat. Now next is sources from where the government get money to do the work, to perform his functions. First, taxes on houses and shops, taxes on fairs. If there is a market in the village and the fairs are there in the village, then the government will collect the tax from the market and from the shops and from the houses. And registration fees is also collected by the village panchayat. Income from the sale of public property. If there is a public property in the village and the village panchayat can